Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, c'est jeudi le 6 janvier. Le mot de passe, bonne année, bonne année. Il y a une discussion pour aujourd'hui dans l'histoire, this day in history, so we'll look at that in a sec. La chanson Alouette, gentille Alouette. Watch it again. Like I mentioned before, we will probably have some kind of an activity with this next week. And then you have une personne spéciale. La personne spéciale, because there were very few people in our meeting yesterday, I went ahead and did a fictitious personne spéciale, and it happens to be from last year. So there are a couple things down here that I noted. It is actually quiz 20 for you. I don't know if that'll matter, but if you hear me say quiz 12 in the video, or I guess it would just be in the video, just disregard that. And then a couple things. Elle habite à Paris, mais elle est de Mumbai. Elle est de Mumbai. She is from Mumbai, la capitale d'Inde, the capital of India. So this is a concept that I think we've touched on. We haven't talked about it a whole lot, but living in a place, elle habite à Paris, is not necessarily the same thing as being from a place. So that's what this next line implies. Elle est de Mumbai. She is from Mumbai. Okay, the other thing that we haven't really talked about in this class is le permis de conduire. Le permis de conduire, driver's license. So when we talk about it, we say it in this way. Elle a son permis de conduire. She has her driver's license. Or in this case, elle n'a pas de permis de conduire. She does not have a driver's license. And then here it's just referring to her age. Sunny n'a pas 16 ans. Donc, so, elle n'a pas de permis de conduire. She does not have a driver's license. So she is not 16. So she does not have a driver's license. Mais sa voiture de rêve est bleue, but her dream car is blue. There is one quiz question that is pretty straightforward. I don't think it should trip you up at all, but it does have to do with le permis de conduire. So just make sure that you read this before you take your quiz. The write and discuss for your personne spéciale is right here. You do need to copy it down so you can translate it next week. When you are ready, when you go to the link here, of course, that has all the information. It has me explaining the story, kind of telling the story, and then the write and discuss, which is also on the next slide, and then finally the quiz. So that is what you're going to need for that. Aujourd'hui dans l'histoire. Aujourd'hui, c'est jeudi. Oops, I forgot to put jeudi. Jeudi. Le 6 février, et c'est la fête de l'Épiphanie. If you've heard of the Epiphany before, that's the same thing, l'Épiphanie. C'est une fête catholique. Une fête, a festival or holiday, catholique. La tradition dit, says, que les trois rois mages sont arrivés le 6 janvier pour voir le bébé Jésus. So les trois rois mages are the three kings, or the three magi, or they're sometimes referred to like that. And this is the day that in the Catholic Church, it is celebrated that they came to see baby Jesus. So to celebrate that, en France, les Français mangent des galettes des rois. Une galette is a cake that looks like this. It's not super fluffy like we're used to our cakes being. It's very dense, and it has flaky pastry and almond paste, which is not a very appetizing name for it, but it's actually quite good, and you might have had it before. It's like I don't know if there's a good way to describe the consistency of it, but it's I guess kind of like a peanut butter consistency. But it's very popular in a lot of desserts, so you might have had it before. But that is what une galette des rois is. Et dans chaque galette, in each galette, il y a une fève, a little bean. La personne qui a la fève est le roi ou la reine. So the person who gets the little bean in their slice becomes the king or queen, if it's a girl, for the day. So that is the tradition of la galette des rois en France et l'épiphanie. So the Epiphany is primarily celebrated by people of what religious background? So look up here for that. And then I just mentioned the answer to numéro 2, what happens to the person who gets la fève in their slice? Okay, I believe that is it for aujourd'hui. If you have any questions, of course, just let me know. Au revoir tout le monde.